Adrianna Ridings. I'm an MFA 1 here at CalArts in Graphic Design.
Hi, I'm Michelle Bac. I'm a graphic design alumni, graduated in 2024.
Hi, I'm Jino Ahn. I'm also an alumni, graphic design, graduated 2024.
I'm Amal. I'm still here. I'm an MFA 1 for graphic design.
Great. Okay, so you already said what year you graduated. If I can take you back to your time in the program, and could you talk a bit about whether it was a class, a teacher, a specific project, something you remember that now that you look back on it, you can see how it influenced your current practice?
I'll start. I immediately thought of taking Stewart's type design or type class in my PE year. I mean, this was like before, sorry, my Slack is buzzing. Yeah, he had us do a lot of these type exercises that in the moment I had no idea why we were doing it. I thought it was very silly and frustrating at times. But now I'm oh, it all clicks. The use of a grid, negative space, folios and stuff like that. So thanks, Stewart.
For me, it was design history by Lauren Weil because I felt like we have so much information on the internet you can learn every day, but it's so fragmented that it never kind of formulated one spine of where is everything coming from. So that really informed what is modernism even, why Bauhaus and why postmodernism, and that I think that influenced my practice the most.
That's great. I love design history. And you mentioned really briefly that you came in the 3-year program, and you came in as an MFA 1 in the traditional 2-year program. Could you speak for a bit just about your experience doing the 3-year portion of the program?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I'm really glad that I did take the 3-year program because 2 years just goes by so fast, and I know Gio can attest to that. But for the 3-year program, it just really lets you settle in, get more attuned, do a lot more experimentation. Did y'all still do the 100 animals?
Yes. Can I ask what did you do before you came into CalArts?
Yeah. So I was working as an art instructor.
Okay.
But my undergrad degree was in Asian American Studies.
Yeah.
And I always worked in museum and I still work at LACMA part-time as an art instructor, education. And then I was working for 2 years and decided to go back to school because this might lead into a different question, but 1, I wanted a career change, but 2, I also knew that long-term I wanted to be able to teach in the university setting.
Yeah.
And then back to the 100 animals. What did you take?
Yeah, what was your animal?
My animal was a crow.
Mine too.
Oh, really?
No way. That's great.
Love
That's
that.
crazy.
Did you actually make 100?
I did, but most of them were digital, so it was kind
nice.
of cheating. But yeah.
I think I made 80. Sorry, Michael.
No, a lot of people did say they didn't finish. You should totally finish.
It's a crazy
challenge.
Yeah. And then for what were you doing before you came to CalArts, and how'd you make the decision to go?
So going far back and just going straight in chronological order, I studied information interaction design, which is long, and it was a fairly only 2-year-old program that is based on interdisciplinary studies. So you get bits of everything. And then after graduating, I worked briefly at advertising agency as an associate art director, and which was great, but also the more work I'm doing, I felt I really need to learn more deep and kind of establish a good farm route. That I decided for further studies, and I felt CalArts is the perfect place. Because I was originally interested in Cranbrook Academy of Art because of where it comes from and how it contributed to all the postmodernism, but where they traveled to CalArts. So I found really nice setting to begin my further studies.
That's really cool. Yeah, it is interesting how so many people from Cranbrook ended up coming to CalArts, and that's definitely influenced the pedagogy of the program.
Like our visual ed teacher, he's from Cranbrook.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, cool.
Yeah, I think what else, like why CalArts? What made you pick CalArts? I mean, you spoke pretty clearly to that, but it is an interesting place. So maybe for people that are considering joining the program, you know, can you remember why you decided to settle on committing to CalArts? I mean, you spoke to it briefly, but if you have anything more.
I mean, on top of that, I did really like the proximity to Los Angeles because I knew that when you come to study abroad, which I'm from Seoul, South Korea, I do want to have broader experience, not just the institute itself. And I feel like LA is such an interesting place that it's still close to Silicon Valley and all these technologies, whereas also Hollywood and all this the medias, like all this like movies. And I actually watched Selling Sunset before coming to CalArts. Let me get used to LA by watching this Netflix, and which I arrived and
Very different vibe.
I was gonna say, I was like, you didn't come in here expecting that.
That's really funny.
I learned the production part of it.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I think I similarly chose CalArts because it's such an not LA institution, but it's like it is kind of tangentially just such part of like LA culture. Like if you meet another CalArtian in the wild, it's like fun one. But yeah, I think the graphic design like program at least, and obviously we can speak to it because we're in it, but I feel like it gives you so much of the freedom to experiment, to like be really conceptual that a lot of like other programs don't. Like perhaps like another school would be like way more technical, and that's really important too, but people come here to be able to like cross-pollinate with like other programs like theater, dance, and art. And yeah, that's just like such an important part. Like you don't, like I feel like I definitely took it for granted while I was in school, but it's like such an important part. And CalArts is just like so fun. There's just such a strong history, like the poster archive, like the pollination of like the different like faculty that come through. And like I feel like because of that, it's like a lot of like different people, but also like-minded, sort of just like come descend on CalArts, and it's like so cool because like you just like have such a cool community.
Yeah. It's so true. There's something electric when you first visit campus. It's like, oh, there's a strong
presence.
I realize we haven't really talked about what you're doing now. So maybe we should talk. Can you explain kind of what your practice currently looks like, what type of work you do now?
So after graduating, I started working at Sphere. Which has been a very great opportunity that I got to utilize every corner of my capability as a designer. So we work on branding, social, sometimes merchandise design, products, packaging, as well as like some style frames for creatives that goes on the exterior screen of Exosphere. So that has like the work is quite demanding, that it's been leading all of my practice, but also outside of work I try to continue on some of my personal projects, like which are some crafting, drawings, and something more tactile that I learned to really appreciate at studying at CalArts. Yeah.
I peeked at both of online and took a peek at like thesis work. So now that you're saying that, like, oh yeah, can you talk a bit about your thesis and kind of what you ended up doing as your final project for CalArts?
So that is funny topic because my final this topic was about grid system, like how it's embedded in all of our infrastructure and worldviews. Like the rectangular grid is about efficiency and like how it allows computing, whereas they are like with this advancement of digital, like the trend is fluidity, but it's kind of interesting like how it's still contained with the rectangular worldviews. So now that I'm currently working at Sphere, which like why I really wanted to work at Sphere is that kind of pushes it further technologically and also creatively, how you're gonna draw in this like distorted, massive architecture screen.
Oh, what a great connection.
Yeah.
That's great.
Your turn.
Can't follow that. Well, Jiho and I currently work together at Sphere. I'm also a designer there, but right out of school, I was doing some freelance work, but then I then worked at an agency called Blue Revolver, and they do a lot of like spatial design and like, I mean, I also worked on like print stuff as well, but shortly after that, I then joined Jiho and we work together and it's so fun. I'm so grateful. But yeah, as Jiho said, like we work on a wide range of like different mediums, different work, different capabilities. Sorry, I forgot your original question.
No, it's just what you're working on now, kind of what your practice is now.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have a lot of time to work on like more theoretical practice outside of work, honestly, at this time. But recently I've been picking up Coptic binding, which I learned in Evelyn's print class.
Oh yeah, I work for Evelyn.
Oh my god, I love Evelyn.
She's the best.
She's the best. But we learned like a Coptic stitch bind like during MFA 1 or 2. But yeah, I just do that for fun because it's stress relieving.
Yeah, no. I realize I've been asking all the questions, so.
Oh yeah, I mean, you
Sorry.
have some great questions, so I'm just like, no, this is good. I did have a question. How often were y'all in studio, and do you guys have like a favorite memory about being in studio?
We were studio rats.
Yeah.
Were you?
Understandable.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, especially Jiho, our little nocturnal contributor. Yeah, I mean, being in studio is the best. Like, I feel like it's where you make the best memories. We literally like shared our studio space in MFA 2 year, but I mean,
I had a whole set up. So like I had this coffee station, so I can always make cup of coffee, even if it's 10 p.m., 1 a.m., anytime, not limited to Steve's.
and a matcha station.
Oh yeah,
That's
that was
fancy.
addition.
Oh, you
That's very fancy.
That's awesome.
I had a space heater.
Yeah,
when it got
that's
cold.
great. That's great.
So everyone knew that I'm in studio when I started grinding the coffee, and like the aroma kind of spread.
Jiho's
across.
here.
Yeah.
But other good memories, just like, I mean, in the moment it's very painful, but working late before a deadline.
Yeah.
But I mean, like when everyone's there, just kind of suffering together, it's
Especially during like final review,
Exactly.
everyone's in the studio till like 4 a.m.
yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, super fun.
Who wants to get Panda Express and come back?
Yeah.
And then other than that, just like being able to chit chat with Ed.
Yeah,
that's
right.
That's great.
Yeah, that's my very first day at CalArts. I was sitting at my desk and Ed Fella walked in and just started talking. And it was just me in the studio by myself, and I was like, is this really happening? And then you're like, oh yeah, that's just part of being in CalArts.
Exactly.
I wanted to ask you about the transition, maybe because it's on my mind because I'm in the program, but the transition out of the program and into working as a designer in the world. And I know that can be a tough transition. So could you just speak to that part of your story?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I didn't have like previous working experience like as a designer. I know Jiho did like before coming to CalArts, but for me it was like freelance or like small projects like that. So the biggest like work-wise transitions for me were like one, realizing like how often you have to be working on a deck. Oh my god, like what's the line?
Decks bring the checks.
Yeah. Oh my god. Literally.
So
So it's like always like, oh my god, where's the keynote? Like the decks. I hate keynote.
Yeah.
But yeah, Google Slides, PowerPoint, Keynote. Yeah, you're always gonna be working a deck.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Wah, wah.
Yeah. What else? And then file hygiene. Yeah, and naming conventions. And
You can't just name it final two.
right. No, surprisingly no.
No. Okay. I'm gonna fix that.
And working on a cloud with everybody else, just like shared files. And then there was one more, but and like when you're sending things for a printer, like vendors and stuff, like that's a whole another skill set. So I am glad that like when I started in my P year, Michael had us print all the time.
Like
still
go through
does.
a printer.
Oh, good.
Like go through a printer.
No, this.
Oh,
This,
okay.
right, yeah.
Rico and Tracy. Is that Tracy?
Oh, they have names?
Oh.
Our printers have names. I didn't know
Well,
that.
Rico, I think, is the one we don't. One
Rico's
of
the
them
color
is
printer.
The color printer, yeah, we use. The other one we don't. If that's Tracy, Tracy's retired.
Oh
We need to throw a retirement party.
Oh my god, yeah.
We really should. We
Did
really
you know they used to all have names like those like huge bulky printers, but like they were named after TAs like years ago. So then during the graphic design like reunion, we met Ryan, who Ryan the printer was named for. Sorry, that was a big tangent, but yeah. They were all named.
Where is Ryan the
R.I.P.
printer?
Ryan, I think, was in like a BFA studio.
Okay. Oh, that's kind of awesome.
Oh wait, no, A100.
Graphic design jokes.
101.
Yeah, we're not funny.
They were Shelley's TAs like back in the day.
That's kind of awesome. Okay, that makes sense.
Anyway, but yeah, so you need to know how to like tile.
Yeah.
Tiling.
For people who might not know, can you explain what tiling is?
Tiling is like when, let's say you are sending off a big poster to production and you just want to like test how it's going to look. You just have to, and you only have like a letter size printer. So then using like 10 sheets of 11 like letter size papers, you like put the whole poster together.
Yeah. It's really hard. It sounds like it wouldn't be that hard, but it's really hard.
They teach you though, in like the first couple of weeks here, we do a whole tiling workshop basically, because Michael was like, you guys should know how to do this. So.
Yeah, we got so much, I can't curse.
No, I know.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna, yeah.
But like decks, print vendors, and like naming conventions. But honestly, like if you're lucky enough, you'll be able to get a crash course from like wherever you join in, because like there was an angel designer who I like started working with, and she was able to like just like give me a crash course and, like get me up to speed. Yeah, right after school.
Yeah.
I feel like this program also like makes sure you know how to learn really fast, and so then like getting into the workforce becomes like easier.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah, that's probably a soft skill that you take away from here for sure.
For me, transitioning to work after graduation, because I had worked in the industry for a bit, it was more about finding a place in US. So I would say portfolio do matter, because like you need to have it ready whenever you get the opportunity to share it out. So I found it helpful to have both website and a deck format. Decks.
I've been told that having a PDF deck kind of helps. So.
Because like website is really good when you're applying for variety, that you can show all the works you can do. But it does matter to have a PDF or deck version, because people who are looking at it will be really going fast, and they just need to like swipe through and get the sense of what you can do, and that version usually needs to be optimized for each job you're applying for, like trying to tell not just what you can do but also kind of drawing a picture who you are, so like they can imagine you working there and what kind of colleague you're going to be and what kind of project you can be brought in directly, like immediately after the hire. I think that was the biggest part that I had to make the leap, as well as I think all the people, like all the connection you make really matters, because I think I really appreciate the opportunity, like just reach out to whoever you know, like you worked before, and then that kind of brings you the opportunity that didn't exist before when you met the person, but then when you totally forget about it, they reach out back to you and like, hey, are you still looking for a job?
Well, yes.
Like there's a job opening now.
I got a job over the summer because of Ingrid, someone who used to like go here, and when after she graduated, she was like, "Oh my God, this lady is looking for someone to do this job. Can you do it?" And I was like, "Yes, please." So yeah,
Nice.
no, it does matter. So.
Yeah. Are you still close with your cohort? Like the rest of do you all still keep in touch with each other? Yeah.
We have this thing called Sunday Fun Day.
Oh, are they all still in the area?
A few of them,
That's
yeah.
kind of nice. That's good. Tell me about a Sunday Fun Day. What's been the best one so far?
I recently turned 30.
Yay! Congrats!
And I thought about like, okay, everyone is making it a big deal. What am I going to do? And I just decided to like, let's do a little fun activity with this Sunday Fun Day group, and which we went to make this silver ring.
Oh, sick. So like kind of metalworking like workshop or?
It actually is just a clay.
Oh, and it turns silver in the
Yes.
oven. I've heard
Yes.
of that. Yes.
Cool.
Ingrid's used that before too.
Huh.
Yeah. That's cool. Nice.
That's great.
How's Ingrid?
Ingrid is great. Ingrid, yeah, she's doing branding at Brains right now.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
With Armando?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Armando's a professor here, and Ingrid is a previous graduate.
Very.
Yeah. I did have a question. Do y'all have a favorite project you guys worked on during your time here? And tell us a little about that. It could even be like a pig or 100 animals kind of project.
Sorry, I have to buffer.
I also need the time to think about that.
Yeah.
What's been your favorite project so far?
My favorite project? I was also I am a 3-year student. So last year we did a branding project where we had first semester we did our first stab at it, and then the project later in the second semester was a chance to just do it again, like start completely from the beginning and try a completely different brand design for that same brand. And that was such a great project because you realize how much you've learned in that short period of time between the two projects, that the second one usually comes out like 10 times better than the original one. Even though at first you're like, what? I already did this. I don't want to redo it. I liked what I did before. But it was a really good learning experience. Also just like all the different visual ways to approach one concept, So I liked that.
Yeah.
I can't lie. I feel like that was my favorite too. And it's like we don't usually get a chance to go back to our old projects and redo them. We have to like touch them up obviously for final review, but it was nice to get like a chance to just go through and like look at everything we made and be like, how can I make this better? Because you make something and you're like, this is fine, and then you have to push it through for final review and that's it. You don't look at it again. But it was nice to go through and actually like try to figure out what's working and what isn't working. And it was just, I don't know, it was kind of great to see that like everyone came up with like a much more successful version of what they made. So it's a good time.
Yeah, round 2.
Yeah, it was nice.
I think my favorite project was type design, designing my own typeface. And like, you just don't start making your own. Like Mr. Kitty, who teaches the class, takes you through the entire type history first. And that really informed, like without knowing, informed a lot about details and how the materiality of writing or creating the typeface influence the forms. And after knowing that, thinking about what I want to, which was Korean calligraphic paintings. So like bringing that like brush strokes into alphabet letters. I think that was like really fun hybrid, just immersed in the shapes and pure forms.
Yeah.
It was very meditative, and like at the end you get to type whatever you want to type with the font. So that was
What
my
did you
favorite.
call your font or your typeface?
It's called 문자도, which is the Korean traditional calligraphic painting that actually takes the 8 characters in Chinese about this like 8 virtues of it's definitely beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
Is it on your website? Because I'm gonna go stalk it later.
Actually,
yes,
let's plug
Yeah, but definitely wanted to say that it does come from Chinese traditional art influence. So there are similarities, but also like it kind of developed on its gene, like formal genes that I wanted to like kind of bring that out of just 8 characters to something that we can use with more variety of words.
Yeah. That's so cool.
It's hard for me to pick just one favorite project.
Dude, pick like 3.
I'm
wanna
gonna
hear that.
run through a few. I loved being able to work with Michael in the poster archive.
Oh, I'm doing that. Yeah.
Oh, you're like uploading to the.
Yeah, I'm working
Oh my
in the
God.
poster archive. Maybe we can go in and see if
Yeah.
you all have any posters.
Oh my
if we
God.
have enough time.
Have
I'm sure we do.
Have we gotten through and like are we up to date?
No.
Okay.
I think
I don't think
currently we
ever
have
will.
3,200 at least uploaded on our web on CalArts on the CalArts Poster Archive website, which you can check out. And then I think we have something like 2,000 that we still need to scan, organize, like all. So it's a huge archive. It's very cool though.
Yes.
Yeah.
I respect you for doing that this year. That's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work.
But yeah, I love being able to work with Michael. I also got to work with him on an exhibition called Torn Apart, which was a few years
the
ago.
punk graphics, right?
Exactly.
Oh, and really
Yes.
quickly, who's Michael? We keep on saying Michael.
Yeah. You want to explain?
What is his official title? Like, is he
Program
leading the
director,
program right now?
right?
Is he?
Yeah, basically.
Sorry, Michael. Michael is
Michael Worthington.
Michael Worthington. He's an amazing designer, and he's also we're lucky to have him as a faculty here.
Yeah, like he is the program.
He is
kind
the
of.
program.
Yes,
Yeah, he does everything. So we're very grateful to have him.
Mhm. Yeah, he's great. I loved being able to work with Yasmin during like one semester. We did a lot of cool conceptual work, and then also like doing, what is the poster thing called, where the teaching artist or
Visiting
the
designer.
Yes,
lecture series,
yeah, the visiting artist and the visiting designer lecture series, where like there's like a few like artists or designers who come in every semester, and then like a designer in the program like works on their poster to show the lecture. But yeah, I did one for Maya Man that was so much fun because like her work is just like really fun and digital and like very contemporary. That's it for now. I can't think of I had so many in my head, but
Don't worry, those were good. Those were pretty good.
Yeah. Can you maybe speak to kind of how through the program your practice has developed? Like your interests, your approach to design has developed as designers?
yeah, I mean, I feel like as like y'all were kind of mentioning, like being able to like go back and like redo the same project, like you just like learn and develop so quickly in such a short amount of time. So like even from like I'm in the 3-year program, or I did the 3-year program, so like it feels like way more time to like grow and develop, but even then it's really short. But I feel like from the beginning, like I didn't really know, I had no idea what my thesis was gonna be, but coming from like arts education, I feel like it did kind of like leach its way into like what my thesis did become,
Yeah,
which
what
was
was
like,
your thesis?
my thesis was about instructions and like the design and like the language of instructions, like Yoko Ono's grapefruit and like the things that you read on like a bottle of like Pepto-Bismol, like just like the type there. It like turned into like this more like, conceptual thing, but yeah, I think the program is structured in a really good way where like it does like lead you kind of like very logically into the more conceptual work that you end up doing for MFA too. So it's quick, but it feels well paced, I think.
Yeah.
Wait, what? I had the answer like totally in my head, and then like I was like so in listening there.
Yeah, it's okay. It's just how your practice through the program has developed, or developed through the program. Sorry. Yeah.
So as I was entering as 2-year program, it was quite a really fast pace that like I felt like walking into a whirlpool and like swept away. That like when you're applying for grad school, you know what you wanna do, but the moment I came in, I felt like getting this like cold splash of water of like really expanding conceptually, historical like knowledge and like developing your eyes to like be really like paying attention to the details, as well as outside of graphic design program, like I get to go to like Thursday night or the performances happening and super shop. I actually got to learn metal welding.
You did.
Yes.
I
Awesome.
wanted to get in there, but
Get in there.
Getting super.
I would do it with you.
okay, let's do it.
Yeah. And like visiting lectures, like introducing such a wide range of practices. So I think that really detoured me to like expand my horizon first, and then redevelop what my interest is kind of directing me to. That's how I ended up to the grid system and not working at Sphere. Yeah.
I did want to add on, like, because you said the metal welding shop, but I feel like, yeah, like as you pick up these like random side quest courses, that like really does inform your practice. Because I took Alexandria's super shop class.
Yeah.
I made a chair.
The chair class. I was
Yes.
so close to taking that this
The
semester.
chair class?
You make a
Is
chair.
that the only thing you do? That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yes. It's a Enzo Mari like Italian design chair. Just like
That is
yeah,
great.
Alexandria is great. Like yeah.
That was actually going to be my next question, because like the best part about CalArts is like being able to take courses outside of design that are still like so important for your own personal practice. So would you say the chair class was your favorite one? Or do you want to talk about like some of the other ones you've taken?
Yeah, no, that like it also informed my thesis. Like
Yeah.
I mean, because like the whole point of that chair is like the designer wanted to make a chair that was accessible to everybody. Like you could just go buy some screws and like a few panels of wood and like just know how to make it based on his instructions. And like that also like played a part in like my thesis. Yeah.
It's for me. Yeah.
And yeah, I had a little photo shoot of it. I like put it out on the lawn. It was cute.
I haven't seen pictures.
The chair.
Yeah.
The chair. Wait, I think I have the chair, but I'll show the chair later. But like that informed. Also Evelyn's class was so influential in my thesis as well, because like I did the, it was like intro to print or like screen printing or something like
The
that.
required one we
Can you
take,
explain
right?
who Evelyn is?
Yes.
And like what
Yeah,
it is?
Evelyn is the director of the print shop,
Mhm.
print studio, print lab.
Print lab.
Print
yeah.
lab.
We have like 2 print labs. She's like in charge of like the screen printing lab.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. What's the other one? Rezo?
The wide format.
Wide form.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because Rizzo's part of like Evelyn's studio too.
Yeah.
Evelyn's in charge of like Rizzo, screen printing, vinyl, all of that.
Mhm.
All the kind of physical modes of
Yeah.
printing something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. But yeah, her class was so helpful and like so fun, and like I found myself like making like a lot of the techniques I used in my thesis were what I learned in that
Yeah.
course. So like you just kind of like keep like adding it into your little basket, and like, you know, like then your thesis is born, and yeah.
That's a good way to put it.
Did you take many classes outside of design?
Adding on to that, I also took one of the Evelyn's class, which was etching.
Oh yeah, she does that. Yeah, I forgot.
So, well, on top of the metal welding, I also got to draw on the metal and put in this like chemical that burns through the drawing.
That's so cool.
That sounds kind of awesome. Yeah.
It was really fun. Yeah, I think those two are my favorite.
Wrap it up. Is that what that is?
Yeah, you didn't have to say it.
Oh, sorry.
They can fix it in post, guys.
Sorry.
2 minutes.
Okay, maybe a good final question to wrap up with is, you know, advice for students that are entering the program in terms of, you know, it could be about CalArts or it could just be more generally about making a decision to go to grad school as a designer. Because that's a hard decision to make and a very intimidating one. So just any advice you might want to offer someone.
I would say learn to be comfortable with chaos. CalArts is definitely really distinctive place. So you will walk in and whatever you imagine or expect it to be, your experience will be different for every individual. Which corner of CalArts you go into, what class you take, what cohort you will be spending time with. And I think learning to interact with the chaos and learning how to find values and treasures in that is my piece of advice.
That's a good one.
My advice is you should not go into debt for grad school. But after having done grad school, I'm not in debt, don't worry. But it was very, very rewarding and like well worth it. I decided to go because like I really wanted to get like just like have a change in my life career-wise and creatively. And then also like long-term goal, like to be able to teach. But yeah, I think it's like, will you be okay to go to school and like be able to devote like 2 to 3 years of your time just working on your practice? Like if yes, then yeah, like go to grad school and like especially CalArts because like literally the more time you invest being on campus with like other people, like the more you're gonna get out of it. And then another piece of advice is like once you're in the program, you kind of need to suss out what like the random side quests are and like just try to hit every single one. Like like the side quest for like MFA 3 is like you could be a TA for a BFA class, and that's very rewarding, especially if you want to teach. I got to TA for Gale. That was really amazing. But yeah, like you can be a TA, you can work in the poster archive, you can like get close to like a professor and like help them like do a freelance project. There's just like a lot of different things, like a lot like out there, and like CalArts is one of those places where you have to like seek after it, or like you just have to like be like talking to a lot of people, and everyone's like really friendly and like really like open with that. You just have to like kind of put yourself in those situations.
I think that's great advice.
Yeah, that was great.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank
for
you all
being
so
here.
much for taking the time to talk to us.
Of course. I want to see your books.
Let's go see the books.